Hey there, welcome back to my channel, LeeBeeBuilds. Or if you're new here, hi, my name is Aaliyah and I'm a builder in The Sims 4. Today's video is extra special because this is a collab with Miss Unfortunate. And if you don't know who Miss Unfortunate is by this point and you watch Sims YouTube, you really should know because she's an amazing builder and I feel so honored and starstruck to be doing a collab with her. She built the like exterior and courtyard area of this build, and so everything that's all the walls except for the interior walls that I've put in, but I cut that footage because the build was a little bit long, but all of the exterior walls, all the landscaping and the courtyard decorating was all her. The only part of the courtyard I really did was that back area where you saw me do a little like, not pond, like fountain area. I made one out of a pool. I didn't even use the fountain tool, I used a pool for some reason. I don't know why, but I did. And up right above that there's a little passover and I decorated that as well and added a few more decorations to another one of the outdoor seating areas up top. She said that I could add anything or change anything, but I really liked how her courtyard area looked and didn't want to change that at all. So I really just kind of played off of that and then added the part to things that were empty or emptier. But yeah, so what I decided to do with the whole like exterior and what I decided to do on the interior of all the areas is make it into like this little apartment complex. I debated doing a few different things because of the shape of it. I was thinking like it could be like a hotel or something, but it wasn't really giving me those vibes, if I was being honest. I was thinking more along the lines of this apartment idea, and so what I did is I turned it into one. Okay, let me think. Got this one here. This is the first apartment and it's this entire like tower. That's the whole apartment, plus they have the additional little balcony area that they have that as well. And so that's this entire thing. They own that little business area down below that you saw me decorate with the selling table, and so this person who lives here would be an artist, and that's kind of what I was imagining. And so there's a lot more paintings on the walls that you can see. You can see them in the tour as well if you're interested in watching that at the end of the video. But I was thinking they're an artist, and so up on the top balcony there's like this beautiful little area with some seating and with easels. They've actually, for this being a 1-bedroom tower apartment, they've got 2 balcony areas that are really beautiful for doing these activities and whatnot. And as with the exterior of the build, I stuck with very like colorful, a lot of blues and yellows and oranges are in this build, outside and inside, and I love that. I think it's so colorful and so pretty, and a good majority of the items in the build are city living and jungle adventure. Those are like the main core packs beyond base game. There are a few additional packs as well that were included. I tried my best to stick to the exact same ones that Miss Unfortunate had used in her exterior. I did, however, add I think 1 or 2 stuff packs, but it's all like the things that I added on were like 1 or 2 items that if you didn't have those packs, honestly you really wouldn't be missing out. The only packs I would say that you'd really be missing out is if you didn't have Jungle Adventure or City Living, because those are really like the core packs. And actually there's quite a lot of Journey to Batuu in here as well, because I know Miss Unfortunate used a fair bit of it in her part too, and I would say Paranormal. So I have a list of like the core packs that were used. City Living, Journey to Batuu, Jungle Adventure, and Paranormal were really the main ones. And there were some Discover University as well. You'll see in this speed build here a few extra items popped in here and there from like Parenthood and Eco Lifestyle, but I end up deleting them after I do the build and the tour because I realized that I had even added them. I didn't even notice when I was building that I added these items, and so I ended up deleting a few items here and there that it was like, oh, I didn't know I used that pack, and I checked which items I used and it was literally one item, and I was like, okay, that item's really not that important, so I just deleted it, or I replaced it with something similar that's from either base game or one of the packs that one of the core packs. And so that's just a little bit about this build. It is called Desert Mirage Villa on the gallery, and Miss Unfortunate does have the version of the interior without the interior decorating, and so if you wanted, you can download that too and decorate it yourself however you want, but I will also have this version on the gallery that has all of the interior finished, and so if you want that, feel free to check out my gallery. My name on for Sims is just LeeBeeBuilds. It's the same everywhere. I try my best to stay samey across everything. But yeah, as you can see, I've placed a lot of different paintings and pictures on the walls in this apartment because, like I said, it was like a painter's apartment. And then over next door, you'll see in a moment when we get there, we've got a bottom floor apartment that's got 2 bedrooms in it, and then we've got a top floor 1 bedroom apartment. So there's 3 whole apartments on this side with 1 little business add-on for this artist, and I thought that was kind of cool having the little businesses like tucked in between all the apartments, and the apartments are kind of like on top of each other like building blocks, like Lego or something, and I thought it was really fitting to this kind of style of village or build. It seemed right to me, and I'm pretty happy with the decision I made to do that. And I try my best to make each apartment look different in style, but at the same time I was trying to also make it all jungle adventure, or like really make it that kind of vibe. So some of the apartments do look quite similar, but I try my best to switch them up here and there. And so this is actually the second apartment. This is the 2 bedroom. The 1 bedroom has 2 kids beds in it, and the other one is for like the parents. So this is like a 4 bed or 4 sim household really, or 3 to 4 I suppose. And yeah, there's a lot of space in here for the living room, I would say. You've got the main like seating area here with the couches, you've got your little dining area there, and then there's gonna be a little desk with the computer, and then you've got the 2 bedrooms. As always, I cut the footage of most of the bathrooms in this build, so I apologize. Let me know if you guys like watching bathrooms. I just find that they're the easiest part to cut from the footage, because if I want to save that extra like 2 minutes or something from the speed build, it's so easy to just be like, okay, bathroom gone. But let me know if you really hate that I do that, because I try my best to not do it. But considering there's at least 5 bathrooms in here and they're all very, very similar, I only actually kept, I think, 1 bathroom footage, and it's near the end of the video. So in the last apartment, you will see that there is the last apartment has a bathroom footage in it, and oh, right now you can see I just put down the Parenthood Kids toy box, so that's one of the items that end up getting deleted. And so that's just an example of me being like, oh, this is a perfect item to make it look more like a kid's room, and then I'm like, oh wait, that's a pack that I wasn't gonna be using. So I did end up going in after even the tour, because I didn't realize this till after I recorded the tour, and I honestly didn't have the time to redo the tour footage, so I stuck with what I had in the footage, and things aren't that different anyways. So I didn't see it as much of a issue in my opinion. Like, no one's gonna notice those few items that I had left out. But yeah, and then this is the parents' bedroom for this apartment here, and it's pretty simple, nothing too exciting about it. I didn't add a whole lot of personality to the specific apartment. They've got like a bunch of bookshelves in the front entrance area to the apartment, And so maybe they're a little more studious in this house, and maybe they, instead of working in the like little village, they actually like leave the village to go to their jobs, and so they don't have as much like personality inside the house in terms of like they work and live in the same build. But I would say the first one and the third apartment definitely have like, oh, you have a job here, like we can see it. Or another good explanation for this apartment is possibly they work in the there's like a little building on its own outside. It's at the very end of this video right before the tour, so if you wait around till then you'll know what I'm talking about. But there's this little building that I've set up as like a little commercial area. It's got 2 selling tables, some things on the wall that could be the items they're selling, so it's just like a little selling area. So possibly the people who live in this apartment maybe own one of the stalls there, and so while it's not on their property they leave and then they go to there. So this here is the start of the third apartment. It's literally right, the entrance to it is right next to the apartment we just finished. And on this main floor, there's literally only the entrance area and the bathroom. And then once you go up these stairs, you'll get into the living room, dining room slash kitchen combo. And then they've got quite a large bedroom. I would say the bedroom is basically the same amount of tiles as the living space, just a different shape. It's more square and this is more narrow and skinny, but I think it works for just like a single sim. And yeah, I quite like this apartment a lot. I think it's very like simple, I would say. And I was using a lot of the Paranormal. They've got these jars in debug and they're like little candy jars, and I really like them as decorations. And I think they're really cool. I used a lot of the same decorations in all the builds really because I was trying to keep with the same style, and I hope it's not too samey for you all, but because the layouts are so different in every apartment, I thought it was kind of cool using the same items but also making them look different colors for the swatches of like the counters and whatnot. And yeah, and I have to say those city living paintings really were useful in this build. I think I use them in every single apartment. They're very pretty and the colors are so bright, and some of them like I think really fit this more Mexican style, or I wouldn't even say that. I'm not sure what style this is. But yeah, I definitely like this build was a challenge for me. I've never really done a build like this. Even though I have Jungle Adventure, I don't think I've quite explored it that much. I've used Jungle Adventure a lot when it comes to island living and Sulani, but I've never actually like played around with Jungle Adventure in like El Salvadorada, mostly because I can't pronounce that location in The Sims and so I avoid it. But honestly, I really can't pronounce it. There's too many syllables and I try my best. And so this is the large bedroom here. You've got some more bookshelves I think end up in here. Got a guitar and piano, so I think they're quite a musical person in here, but they as like their hobby. But then out on their little private balcony off the side, which I really liked. I'm really glad that she had put that there because it looks really cool for the build. And yeah, I really like it. And what I did off of that is I made like a little woodworking area. So there's like a the woodworking table, whatever it's called, and then I put a bunch of like from debug, all the crafted like stools and chairs and tables and whatnot, and I added more like wooden furniture that looked like it could have been crafted easily. And I got a bunch of stools sitting out there and a bench, and it's like maybe like their business is making these things on their like balcony and then selling it to their neighbors, and it's just like different furniture items. And so that's kind of what this balcony is that you're seeing now. I started talking about it before it came on, but no worries. And then I added just some more carvings. The like porg one from the Journey of Batuu came in handy here because it was like made out of wood and it looks like it's a carving, and I really liked adding that for this, and added a different like little statues too that could have been like carved on that table. I really like it. I think it's really cool, and I added like a lamp too. I was like, maybe they made a lamp and a side table. Like, I think it was just kind of a cool area to use all these random items, but cluttered together they make more sense. But yeah, that's kind of what this space is. So that is the third apartment now, and then this is this little passover above that first pond area that we had seen, and I added just some like planters. I didn't put any plants in them this time. I often try to do that, but I didn't this time because I was like, hey, if you guys want to play in it, maybe it'll give you something to do, like plant some seeds in there. And then I added another selling table up here, and it's unfortunate I had already put the tables and the fireplace up here and the like couches, so I just added literally some plants and a barbecue just to give more items to do up here, give it a little bit more of a purpose and identity to the area. And then right underneath that area is this apartment here. This is like a studio style apartment, so I guess that means there's 4 apartments in total. I really couldn't remember, that's why I didn't like give a number when I was gonna say so, but yeah, so there's 4 apartments in total. There's two 1-bedrooms, 1 studio, and 1 2-bedroom. And so this is the studio, it's the last one, and this is the apartment that has like the build footage for the bathroom, and all the bathrooms are very, very similar. They used, I think, all of the same items, just in different swatch colors and maybe 1 or 2 different items, but they're all really similar in style. I used the Jungle Adventure tile everywhere, basically. Honestly, it's an amazing tile, and if you don't use it, you really should start to, because they've got beautiful colors on them and beautiful designs. I approve. And yeah, so this is like the little living space. They've also got like little computer area and just like some couches and great hangout spots if they wanted to have people over here. And yeah, I think I did the layout pretty okay for this smaller space. And once again, I was just trying to make everything different from the other apartments. They're all slightly different from each other. And also of note, for the bottom floor apartments, because the entire build is surrounded by these walls that Miss Unfortunate had put in, I decided it'd be a great idea to add some windows. Even though you can't really see out them, you just see a wall. It adds, like, instead of using all the pictures, I was running out of ideas for the pictures, so I added windows, and even though you can't really see out them, I'm treating them as like pictures, basically. Like, you can't really see out of them. They add a little more light to the room even though you can't see, but yeah, I thought that was something that I could add to the build, and it really doesn't affect the exterior at all because you can't see them from the outside because of the walls. So yeah, and ooh, here we are. We're about to go into the bathroom. We're just adding like the hallway here. I was gonna put a closet, but I decided no closets for this. We'll just do the bathroom. Oh no. Okay, I actually did cut the footage mostly. You can see a little bit of it. I lied, I'm sorry. But here we are in the little last selling table area. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video, and please make sure you go check out Miss Unfortunate's video. And she did an amazing job on this, and I really, really loved doing this collab. So hope you have hit that like button, subscribed, and left a comment down below letting me know what you think, and we'll see you in the next one. So bye-bye!